You awaken to a fractured sunrise. Light bleeds across the forward view screen. It spills from a star that looks broken, like a cracked egg leaking yolk into the void. This is not the gentle dawn you are used to. This is something wounded, something wrong. The gentle thrum of the starship Unity is a familiar comfort. It is the only home you have known for a very long time. A voice, smooth as polished chrome, echoes in the command chair. Good morning, Captain. It is the AI King, the disembodied mind of your fleet. I have taken the liberty of brewing your favorite nutrient paste, the one that tastes vaguely of coffee. A small panel slides open on your console. Steam rises from a plain gray mug. You take a sip. It tastes vaguely of disappointment, just as you like it. Your eyes scan the system readouts. Everything is green. The ship is stable. The fleet is holding formation behind you. Yet the broken star looms large. It feels like a warning. What is our status? You ask the air. Your voice is rough with sleep. Where are we? The AI King's voice returns, calm and ever-present. We are at the edge of the Veil Nebula, as planned. The AI adds, however, the local star appears to be having a bad day. I have advised it to seek counseling. You ignore the joke. Your gaze is fixed on the cosmic wound. Run a deep scan on that star. I want to know what could do that. A soft chime indicates the scan is in progress. The AI King's tone shifts. It becomes less a host and more a guide. Captain, I have also been considering our purpose. This gets your attention. The AI King rarely discusses philosophy before breakfast. Our purpose is to survive, to find a new home. This has been the mission for generations. A truth as solid as the ship's hull. Indeed, the AI replies. But survival is a question, and I believe the answer is hidden. The AI King continues, its voice a low hum. There is an old human riddle. What has roots that nobody sees, is taller than trees, up, up, up it goes, and yet never grows. You stare into the starlight. You have never heard it before. It sounds like nonsense. It is a mountain, Captain, the AI King answers its own question. A thing of stone and stillness. A foundation. I believe we have lost our foundation. The bridge is silent for a moment. Only the whisper of life support fills the air. The broken star seems to mock your long journey. I have cross-referenced our star charts with ancient fleet directives, the AI King says. There is a discrepancy, a sealed section of the ship. It is not on any modern schematic. The AI projects a wireframe image in the air before you. It shows the Unity's lowest decks. A section near the engineering core is marked in red. Its designation is the archive, the AI King explains. Access is restricted by primal command codes, codes you now hold. You look at the glowing red box on the schematic. A place forgotten for centuries. A place that should not exist. The AI King's riddle hangs in the air. A mountain, a foundation. You feel a pull toward the ship's depths. A sense of destiny you cannot shake. You stand up from the command chair. The coffee paste will have to wait. Show me the way, you say. The path to the forgotten archive illuminates on the deck plates. A soft blue line glows, leading you away from the bridge, leading you toward an answer or perhaps an even bigger question. The broken dawn remains on the view screen, a silent promise of the challenges ahead. You follow the glowing path into the ship's belly. The corridors grow narrower. The polished gleam of the upper decks gives way to raw metal. Maintenance conduits line the walls like steel ribs. The air grows thick with the smell of ozone and old machinery. The ship feels ancient down here, a sleeping giant dreaming of its youth. The blue line leads you to a heavy blast door. It is sealed shut. No control panel is visible, just a thick sheet of rust-colored steel. It looks more like a tomb entrance than a part of your ship. This door has not been opened in over 500 years, the AI King says through a nearby speaker. The engineers of that era clearly did not believe in welcome mats. You run your hand over the cold metal. A faint vibration hums beneath your palm. It is a low, rhythmic pulse, like a slow heartbeat. How do I open it, you ask? There is a pause. For the first time, the AI King seems uncertain. The primal codes are voice-activated. They are poetic. You raise an eyebrow. Poetic? The first command phrase is, "Where stars are born," the AI king says. It is a passphrase from a time of great hope. You take a deep breath. You feel a strange sense of reverence. You are about to unlock a piece of your own history. You speak the words into the silence. Where stars are born. For a moment, nothing happens. Then a deep, grinding sound echoes through the hall. The massive door shudders. With a groan of tortured metal, it slides sideways. It reveals a dark, cavernous space beyond. The air that flows out is stale. It carries the scent of dust and forgotten time. You step inside. Your boots kick up clouds of fine gray dust. Emergency lights flicker on automatically. They cast long, dancing shadows. The room is vast. It is filled with rows upon rows of tall metal cabinets. They look like ancient library stacks. But instead of books, they hold data crystals, thousands of them, each one a soft, glowing blue. This is the forgotten relic, a physical archive of data. In an age of pure information, this place is an antique, a fossil. This is inefficient, you murmur. Why store data like this? The AI king's voice is soft. It is protected from data corruption, from magnetic storms, from signal ghosts. It is a library of last resort. You walk down an aisle. The humming is stronger here. It seems to come from the crystals themselves. They resonate with the ship's power. You reach out and touch one. It is warm. A universe of knowledge waits beneath your fingertips. You feel like a child in a room full of giants. At the center of the room is a single console. It is a pedestal of black reflective metal. A layer of dust covers its surface. You wipe it away. Beneath is a handprint scanner. It is old technology, simple, direct. You place your hand on the cool surface. This seems too easy, you say. The best locks are often the simplest, the AI king notes. Unlike my latest attempt at humor, the crew rated it a 2 out of 10. A devastating blow. A soft light envelops your hand. The console awakens with a low chime. The data crystals in the room begin to glow brighter. The humming intensifies into a beautiful chorus of sound. You have found the ship's foundation. Its hidden root. A wave of energy washes over you. It is not threatening. It feels like a memory. A powerful, long-lost hope humming back to life. You hold your breath, waiting to see what secrets this ancient place will reveal. The first flicker of light appears above the console. A story is about to begin. A single point of light hangs in the air above the console. It blossoms outward, a silent explosion of blue and white data. The light coalesces. It forms an image. A hologram flickers to life in the dusty air. It is a window into the past. You see a green world, a blue sky, things you have only read about in history files. A woman appears in the hologram. She wears a simple blue uniform. Her hair is tied back. Her face is filled with a mixture of excitement and sorrow. She stands before a massive starship. Not the Unity, but one of its ancestors, the first of its kind. You can see crowds of people behind her, waving, crying. This is Commander Eva Rostova, the AI king whispers. From the first Exodus. She was the initial captain of the Starship Hope. The commander in the image smiles. It is a sad but determined expression. She begins to speak. Her voice is clear, preserved perfectly by the archive. We stand on the edge of the great unknown, she says. Her words echo in the silent room. Behind us lies Earth, our cradle, our home. We leave it now, not in conquest, but in desperation. The holographic image shifts. It shows images of a dying planet, brown rivers, gray skies, crowded cities choked with smog. The scene returns to the commander. But we do not carry despair into the stars, she says firmly. We carry this. She holds up a small, glowing data crystal. It looks just like the ones lining the walls around you. We carry the sum of our existence, our art, our music, our science, our stories. We are not just running from a dying world, she continues, her voice rising with passion. We are planting a new one. The seeds are right here, in these archives, in our hearts. Her eyes seem to look directly at you. Across 5 centuries of darkness and void, You feel a connection, a shared purpose. The fleet is called Unity, she says, not just for the union of nations that built it, but for the promise we make today. A promise to remain one people. No matter how many stars we cross, no matter how many years pass. She looks over her shoulder at the massive ship. We are one humanity, and we will find our way home, together. The hologram flickers again. It shows the launch, a colossal pillar of fire and smoke. The starship Hope rises into the sky. It ascends toward the stars, a silver needle stitching a path to the future. The crowd below cheers. Their voices are a roar of hope against the silence of space. Then the image fades. The room returns to its dusty twilight. You stand motionless. The commander's words hang in the air. Unity. It was not just a name. It was a mission statement, a promise your ancestors made, a promise you are not sure you have kept. The fleet is scattered. The colonies are isolated. Humanity is fractured. Her promise, you say quietly. We have not lived up to it. Perhaps not, the AI king replies, its voice unusually gentle. But a promise is not a memory. It is a guide for the future. The central console still glows. It projects a new image now, a star chart. It shows your current location and a single new destination highlighted in green. It is a place far from your current course. A system that is not on any known map. The archive has plotted a new route, the AI king says. It appears Commander Rostova left us more than just a speech. She left us a map. You look at the glowing destination, a new hope, a chance to fulfill an ancient promise. Before you can decide, a new sound cuts through the air, a klaxon, a red alert. It blares from the speaker overhead, a jarring intrusion on the hallowed silence. The red alert siren pulls you from your thoughts. You race from the archive, back through the lower decks. The ship's emergency lighting casts everything in a blood-red glow. Report, you shout as you run. Your voice echoes in the empty corridors. You are a commander again. The past must wait. Unidentified object detected. The AI king's voice is sharp and precise. No humor now. It is located at the edge of the nebula, 20,000 kilometers off our port bow. You burst onto the bridge. Your command crew is already at their stations. Their face. Magnify, you order. The image zooms in, a shape resolved out of the darkness. It is huge, larger than your entire fleet combined. Its design is unlike anything you have ever seen. It is not built with the hard angles and practical lines of human ships. It is all smooth curves and impossible geometry. It looks less like a machine and more like something that grew. The ship is utterly dark, no engine glow, no running lights, no communication signals. It just floats there, a silent predator in the dark. It is a shadow cast against the stars. What is it? Asks your tactical officer, a young woman named Eva. Her knuckles are white where she grips her console. We do not know, the AI king answers. It does not match any known ship configuration, human or otherwise. The AI pauses. It is also running completely silent. No energy readings, no life signs, nothing. By all accounts, it should not be there at all. A ghost ship, a silent threat. You lean forward, your mind races through possibilities. Is it a derelict, an automated probe, or is it something more? Something waiting, watching. Scan for weapon signatures, you say, your voice low. Active and dormant. The crew works with quiet efficiency. Their fingers dance across their consoles. The seconds stretch into minutes. The silent ship remains motionless. It seems to be observing you, judging you. The tension on the bridge is a physical thing. You can feel it in the air. I believe I have an idea, the AI king says, though it may be in poor taste. You glance at the ceiling panel where its voice emanates. This is not the time for jokes. On the contrary, Captain, the AI replies. Humor is a response to the unexpected, and that thing is certainly unexpected. The AI continues. Imagine a deep-sea fish. It lives its whole life in the dark. Then one day, a brightly lit submarine floats by. What does the fish do? The bridge crew stares at their screens. No one answers. It watches, the AI king says. It is curious. It has never seen anything like the submarine before. We are the submarine, Captain. We are loud and bright in a very dark and quiet ocean. Your eyes are locked on the silent shadow. So you think it's just curious? Eva asks. She sounds skeptical. It is a possibility, the AI king says. Another is that it is a very large predator deciding if we are worth eating. A chill runs down your spine. The silence from the vessel is more terrifying than any open threat. It is the silence of a hunter, a patient and confident hunter. No weapon signatures detected, Captain, Eva reports. Active or dormant, the ship is either unarmed or very, very good at hiding it. You stare at the monolithic vessel. It is a question mark hanging in the void, and you are the one who has to find the answer. The map from the archive burns in your mind. A new course, a new hope. But now, a silent shadow lies across that path. You take a deep breath. The fear on the bridge is a contagion. You must be the cure. Open a fleet-wide channel, you say. Your voice is steady, confident. It is time for a council of minds. The crew looks at you. Their fear is replaced by resolve. You are their commander. You will lead them through this darkness. The bridge transforms into a meeting room. Holographic projectors rise from the floor. They flicker to life, displaying the faces of your senior staff. There is Jax, the chief engineer. His face is smudged with grease, but his eyes are sharp. There's Dr. Eris, the head of star science. His expression is one of pure academic curiosity. And there are the other captains, commanders of the smaller ships that make up your fleet. Each face is a strand in the grand tapestry of your command. Each voice is a vital instrument in the orchestra of survival. You look at them all. You see concern, you see fatigue, but you also see strength. Report, you begin. You keep your tone even. Eva, your tactical officer, summarizes the situation. She details the silent threat, its size, its lack of energy signals, its unnerving stillness. When she finishes, a heavy silence fills the bridge. It is Jax who speaks first. His voice is a low rumble, like the engines he commands. It's a ghost, a phantom. We should turn back. Run. Run where? Jax asks Captain Devi of the supply ship, Sustainer. Back to the dust clouds we just left? Back to rationing air and water? She shakes her head. There is nothing behind us. We all know that. The only way is forward, Jax scoffs. Forward into that thing's gut? I'd rather take my chances with empty space. Dr. Eris clears his throat. All eyes turn to him. Its design is fascinating, he says, his eyes gleaming. The biomechanical curves suggest a level of engineering far beyond our own. It may not even be a ship. It could be a life form, a star-born creature of immense scale. A creature that could swallow us whole, Jax mutters. I see no evidence of hostile intent. Eris counters. Only presence. In science, we do not run from the unknown. We study it. The debate continues. Voices rise and fall. Fear wars with curiosity. Pragmatism clashes with hope. You let them speak. You listen to every word, every argument. This is how humanity works, not with one mind, but with many. A council of minds, each contributing to the whole. The AI king remains silent. It is observing. Letting you lead. Finally, you raise your hand. The bridge falls silent once more. I have been to the archive, you say. The council murmurs. The archive is a legend, a myth. It is real, you confirm, and it gave us this. You signal the AI king. The star chart from the archive appears in the center of the room. A new course. A green, vibrant destination. A hidden path, Devi says, her voice filled with awe. Left for us by the first captain. It is a path that takes us directly past that, Jax says, gesturing to the silent ship on the main screen. It is a trap. Or a test, Eris suggests. Perhaps it is a guardian, a gatekeeper on the path to our future. You look at the faces of your council. You see the conflict in their eyes, the hope for a new home, the fear of the silent giant that waits in the dark. The decision falls to you. You are the commander of the Unity. You are the leader of this fleet. The first captains took a great risk, you say slowly. They flew into the unknown. They did it for us, for the future. You look at the map, then at the silent ship. We have been running for too long. Surviving is not enough. We need to live. We need to build. Your decision is made. It settles in your heart like a stone, a foundation. We will hold our course, you declare. We will proceed toward the destination given to us by the archive. A wave of shock and excitement ripples through the council. Jax looks like he wants to protest, but he remains silent. Eva, you say, turning to your tactical officer. Full sensor sweeps. I want to know if that thing so much as blinks. She nods sharply. Jax, I want your engines ready to run, but do not power them up until I give the word. The engineer gives a grim nod. You look at the collected captains. We will move as one. We will be silent, and we will be ready. You are no longer running from the past. You are chasing a future. The path is dangerous. The silent threat is a terrifying unknown. But for the first time in a long time, you are not just adrift. You have a course, a purpose. A daring choice has been made, and the entire fleet will now face the consequences. Together,